Hi guys, this is Naved Hussain. Welcome to my fitness studio. Come on in. This is basically a dream that became reality for me. Since I was a teenager, I started working out, and it was a dream that I want my own space to work out where I can just do it in isolation. But at the same time, COVID happened, and that actually worked as a blessing for me, a blessing in disguise, because that kind of pushed me to start investing into some equipment and have it for my own self. And now I've come to a point where I have all the equipment that I need for my own coaching. So I'm going to start off right here with the first piece of equipment that I have, and this is of course the most basic thing, the dumbbell rack. I have dumbbells ranging from all the way from 2 kgs, which are there on the ground, all the way up to 40 kgs. And I have 2 pairs of adjustable dumbbells. This is basically what I got started off with during COVID time, but now thankfully, alhamdulillah, I've come to a point where I have dumbbells all the way up to 40 kg. So that's the first piece of equipment. Now, coming right here, what I have is a 3-in-1 bench, because of course I have limited space in this room. This is a 3-in-1 bench which can be used for hyperextensions. It can also be used as a preacher machine, and if this thing comes up and if I lie down, if I put my legs over here, it will also become a decline ab crunch bench. So 3-in-1, those are the 3 exercises I can do right here. And now the second piece of, actually the third piece of equipment that I have, and this is actually the main machine that I have over here. This is basically, you can call it 3-in-1, because it has a Smith machine right here where you could do the bench press of all kinds by placing the adjustable bench. I have 2 of the adjustable benches right here. So you could use the Smith machine to do shoulder presses, squats, bench press, everything else that you need. And the second part is the cable right here, adjustable cables, the functional trainer basically. So it has the weight, pin loaded weight attachment, and so it has a cable plus Smith machine. And I also have places over here where I can put in these J cups. Basically, this is for doing RDLs if I'm doing Romanian deadlifts, or if I'm doing anything where I just need some support. So this can be also used as a power rack or a squat rack. So that's 3-in-1. And then over here, there's space for pull-ups, which is amazing. And then I've put up TRX over here. If I have resistance band, I want to do assisted pull-ups, I can just put a resistance band over here and I can even do pull-ups with that. Also, I use the same machine to do lat pull downs. I have all the attachments over here, all different kinds. I have the one for cable crossovers, for rowing, for lat pull down, tricep ropes, the straight grip, and even these that can be put on your ankles if you're doing leg curls or kickbacks. So what I do is I put the lat pull down grip over here. I have this thing that I can put in so that I can sit over here and I can do the lat pull down. That's very convenient. The other attachment that I got made for this was this one, and this is actually for the hanging dips. So if I was to put this right here and the other one comes from there, I'd be able to do dips exactly this way. So quite a lot of variety in this one piece of equipment. And also, one thing that I learned later on that I need is, this only has 26 plates of 3 kg each per side. And that was limited for me, believe it or not, for a lot of exercise. So I got this thing made, customized for me. What happens with this is that I open this up and then I put it right in over here. It goes in, I screw it up from the other side, and I add on additional plates of weight over here. So it can go up to good 120, 150 kgs per side as well, and that's the thing that I was needing the most. I thought I was missing earlier in my workout. Now, coming forward, the next piece of equipment that I have over here is a 2-in-1 leg extension / leg curl machine. This is right now made for the leg extensions. I can just sit over there and do the regular leg extensions. The weight goes over here, and the main important or unique mechanism that I have over here is that it's actually a weight loaded machine, but at the same time I have gotten this cable put up right here, so it actually feels like a cable pin loaded leg extension machine when I do it, because you're constantly, your legs, your quads, your hamstrings are constantly under pressure, because if you're doing this, it's going to be using the cables. So it feels like a cable machine. So this is set for leg extensions, and now if I was to just put it down and also bring this up, there I have a lying leg cable machine. And along with this, I'll just set this back up again. The next piece of equipment is right here. This is a seated shoulder press machine. Just sit and do the seated shoulder press. Along with this can also be turned into an inclined chest press machine. So you just lie down and you do the chest press. And as you guys must have seen, I've put up resistance band over here just to add that cable feel. You guys must have realized by now, even with this leg extension, leg curl machine, I've put up cables because I like the feel of training with cables. And same thing over here, I put up resistance band so that I get the feel of cables, constant tension on the muscle while training. Then, one thing that I forgot over here in the functional trainer, that I also had the space for the T-bar. As you can see, I can do the T-bar rows over here if the need be. And I had the straight bar over here and the barbell over here if the need be, for doing, many other exercises depending on what day it is. Then finally comes the last piece of equipment that I have over here, and you can call this the showpiece of my studio, because I'm not a big fan of cardio. I use this every 2 weeks, maybe once every 2 weeks or so, or even once a month if I don't feel like doing it. So yes, it gets used very rarely, but then again, it's not just collecting dust over here. I do end up using it from time to time. More than me, it's actually my clients who end up using it. So not a waste after all, but not the most used piece of equipment. So this was the tour of my gym, and hopefully you learned something, how you can utilize space. And this is just a room, this is not a big space, but you can utilize very little space and turn it into the best gym that you can have. And that's exactly what I did. Hopefully this video was informative for you, and make sure to comment down if you found this informative. What other topics do you want me to talk about? Let me know down here in the comments. And make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I have a lot more videos in the pipeline that are going to be coming out on a weekly basis. And until the next video, take care.